So the other day, me and Dawson put out this reel.
Got a few really exclusive drift events in Australia, and every single one, if you have rep wheels, you're not welcome at the event.
Now in the reel, we talk about real versus fake parts. Wheels, kits, parts, you name it. Now it's sparked massive controversy within the drift scene and the show scene here in Australia, and it also has a lot of international drivers chiming in. So today I'm going to be jumping on the phone to a bunch of big names within the Australian and American drift scene, and we're going to get their live opinions on the real versus rep debate. Let's open the can of worms. All right, so first up, we're gonna get onto the circle of drift, which is Dawson. We're gonna see what he has to say. What's up, man? How are you?
Not too bad, yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. We opened a bit of a can of worms, obviously. Yeah, a few people are talking about the real versus rep debate. I think it needs to be talked about a bit more because it's sparked a lot of controversy. So a lot of opinions. Yeah, it's super interesting how much it's upsetting people.
There's an absurd amount of people just being upset at the fact that some events would even fathom the idea
I know.
Of not letting you in just because of a body kit or wheels or whatever, which completely flew over everyone's head too. That's not even what we were talking about exactly.
Yeah. Essentially, if we don't have some events that hold drivers and car builders to that higher standard, then it's just gonna turn into like missile culture where no one cares and it's whatever goes. So like as much as I'm on the side of like seat time is king and you need to just get out there and have fun, we still need the events that hold the drivers to that sort of standard.
Right.
To set like a, I don't know, a bar, like, you know what I mean?
And for me, like, so check this out. So I constantly on my podcast am talking about how I just want more people in drifting. I want it to be more affordable, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I love grassroots stuff. I want it to be, if you have $1,000 and can make it work, go do that.
Yeah.
But still doesn't change the fact that some events are necessary. So break it down to the simplest, like don't even look at the kits, don't even look at the parts, don't even look at the cars. Like just look at the event itself. FD is a thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have Ford Fest, LS Fest. You have all of these exclusive events, but everyone's okay with it here just because it's LS stuff. It's all American and like nobody will bat an eye. But the moment you start talking about style points and like having your car look good, it's like, oh, you're just rich boys. And like, bro, for one, YouTubers don't make shit. We're broke as hell. And on top of that, like, so what if we want a cool car? Like drifting is a rolling car show to its bare roots. So yes, you want your car to look good. Dude, me myself, I run a KBD kit. I run Kansei wheels. Like I don't run real parts. But the car looks fucking good. Yeah,
I mean, just because these events exist and we like going to them doesn't mean we're elite rich. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we're like elitists. Doesn't mean that we're elitists that only care about that and don't care about anything else. It's like, we're not the ones running the event. We just think they're cool because like that higher standard of event is cool. So like, I definitely don't think there's anything wrong with them. Okay, so the next person we're gonna talk to is Ty Jeffries. Now he owns this pink S13 and this dude is all about style. So this is gonna be a really interesting one. What's up, man?
What's up?
Holy dooly. Everything's popping off on the real versus rep debate. There's a lot being thrown around, so I thought I'd get your opinion, being one of the people that runs one of the events that has this sort of ruling. So yeah, I guess just tell me your view on the real versus rep in the drift scene, I guess.
I think for myself, coming into drifting at the time that I did, it's different from, I don't know, everyone's going to have their different tastes. It's like, no matter what sport, no matter what you're into, there's always, there's never like, no one ever follows the same path. Myself coming into drifting when I found that I wanted to be, like I found what drifting was, or when I first went to my first ever drift event, style was such a big thing, and having all these gangster genuine wheels and genuine body kits and all the cool colors in your car being railed, that was it. So
yeah,
I've always followed on from just what I was all about for drifting. That's why it's literally about the when I was interested in the sport and getting a part of it myself, style was such a big thing, especially back then, like with like massive influences around the world, like Animal Style and people in Japan, Haraguchi and all them guys, they all ran genuine cool shit. That's why I think that's why I enjoyed it. Like obviously it's not to everyone's taste, it is what it is. Like people would say genuine wheels are expensive. There's different styles of cars. There's like, you think about this as 90s style, there's Hot Boy, there's competition style cars, there's all these other stuff, but it's just what you want to do. And if you don't like what we're doing, no one fucking cares, because we're going to keep on doing it. Yeah. Like yourself, I'm sure there's people that don't like your white MX-5.
Oh.
Do you give a fuck?
100%.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a pink girl's car. Do you think I give a fuck what people think? No. I fucking love that car. I've made that car for myself, not for nobody else.
Do you think that running events that have this sort of criteria disencourages the sport?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, just say, like obviously you're driving my event coming up in October, mine and Steve's event. Just say you didn't get in, right? And you think, fuck, I really want to drive that event. We know the criteria. I know I can put that little bit more effort into my car, and hopefully next time round we're looking even better. And by the time that next event comes around, you're driving even better.
Yeah.
Nothing beats, in my eyes, having a sick-looking car being absolutely thrashed. I love that. So.
Yeah. Righty, next we're going to jump onto the phone with a local driver in Melbourne, Mike Lake. Now, he owns a company that does sell replica wheels, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Let's be controversial, it's fun.
Let's be controversial. Okay, so yeah, this reel about real wheels, fake wheels, rep parts, all this crap within the drift and show scene. What's your view on it? What do you think?
I've always had like a bit of an interesting view on it personally. I do not mind the events whatsoever. I think that they're awesome as long as the mindset of the people who go to the events is in kind of the right place. If you think you are better than someone else because of the things you have, I think that immediately makes you worse than everyone else. Like, you know what I mean? It's all about the attitude that you have. It's the same as like when you went to high school, and if you didn't have the cool shoes that the other kids have and you kind of got a little bit looked down on, it's a very similar thing to that, I think. And I'd never really enjoyed that type of attitude, but at the same time, massive respect to these guys who are building these crazy cars, you know, all the genuine
100%.
parts.
Like,
we go drifting, I don't want to smash a pair of $5,000 wheels, so I run my rep wheels, you know what I mean? And trust me, I smash them a lot. So
you're someone that drives a lot of events, so it's an interesting to get that opinion of someone who does drive so much.
Exactly. I mean, what is your opinion on it?
So my opinion is, I think we need the events. We need both, but I think we need the events that hold drivers to a higher standard, because if we didn't have those events, then it would turn into very missile culture and anything goes. And that's not...
Exactly.
At the end of the day, drifting is a very styled sport. It's a media sport. We want really cool media out of it. And like, if you go... Like, I go to Ebisu, and if there are 5 missile cars on the track, I will be bored within 4 laps. I don't want to watch it. It gets boring. So as much as seat time is king, we need these events for that reason.
Yeah, it's the same here as well in Victoria when you see the Falcons and the Holdens start to come into the scene.
People walk away.
It's almost like too far one way or the other, right?
Yeah.
Too far like one way to where it's so like you can only have genuine stuff. You kind of price people out of the sport. But then too far the other way and everything's trash, and you're going to just like people will walk away from the sport because the reason that anyone is interested in drifting in the first place is because of the sick cars, like the style. Express yourself, be yourself.
So I'm very pro build your car however you want to build it, and with the money you have and all that. I just think that there are so many events that are fully inclusive and you can just have whatever, but don't have a sook about the exclusive events that we do have, because they, being realistic, those events are the most popular.
That's it. That's so good. Halfway Hangs, man, like one of the best events in Australia. So, but again, all about attitude. If you're a little Jimmy who can only afford direct wheel car, but you're up there and you're having a good time, you're awesome. If you're
100%.
Robert over here and you've got your gangster car with your gangster wheels, you're still a good dude. And you don't.
Yeah.
You're awesome. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter per se, but yeah, it's just about how you are as a person. And
Totally.
if you're in the community, you're having a good time, who gives a
Exactly.
really? But, yeah.
Seat time is king at the end of the day.
Hell yeah, and good vibes, man. Like the only reason I literally go drifting and stuff is to hang out with people
Boys.
that are like-minded.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
100%.
so good.
Interesting. I feel like Mike and I's view is very similar. So with that being said, I think it's pretty fair to say that everyone's opinion is fairly similar. There are very exclusive events and there are very inclusive events, neither being better or worse than the other. Everyone's gonna take a different path no matter what they do in life, and drifting is no different. What do you guys think? Should we be moving towards the higher standard of builds and more exclusive events, or should we be, as a community, be moving towards the seat time is king mentality and just get out there and drive? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Tell me your opinion, and let's spark the debate. See you in the next one, guys. Peace out.